Matey, I'm Adam.
I'm Joe.
And together we're the Maladjusted Misfits. Arr.
And this is the one where we talk about friends.
Joe, are you gonna spend the whole episode in that box?
If you're gonna do the pirate voice the whole time.
Touché. Arr. Welcome, Misfits, and hello to any new friends, fans that have stumbled across our podcast.
Every week we rewatch the next episode in sequential order because that makes the most sense.
And we break it down.
And look up trivia.
And give our own maladjusted take on the whole box being in episode.
And we try to make each other laugh.
And fingers crossed, one of you two.
Sorry. I was adjusting my mic. Hello, how are you this week?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. Tired today.
Tired?
Yeah.
You want to record tomorrow?
No.
Okay.
I wanted to say that last week when I listened to the episode,
Yeah.
you're like, Chandler shows up with this furniture. Like,
Yeah.
the whole apartment's full of this new furniture.
Yeah.
In one day?
Yeah.
I'm like, how long have we waited for furniture delivery? Especially during COVID. I think we got a couch during COVID and we waited like 9 weeks or something.
Oh, it was like 9 months. It was a super long time during COVID.
And
we just got rid of that couch because it was horrible.
Because Adam hates Lazy Boy. That is not a sponsor of this podcast.
Yeah. Piss off, Lazy Boy. We don't want your sponsorship.
But we'll take other sponsorships. All right, what are we doing this week?
This week is the one with Chandler in a box.
Ooh. Tell us what the IMDb plot is.
Well, Chandler tries to earn Joey's forgiveness by lying in a wooden box for 6 hours. Monica accidentally gets ice in her eye, and her doctor turns out to be Richard's son. And it's discovered Rachel exchanges the gifts she received in the past.
Yeah.
That's a very wordy explanation. I feel like they could have cut that down a little bit.
They could have shortened it. Our episode director is returning, Peter Boner.
Yeah.
He's back.
Bonzer.
He'll direct 4 more episodes this season, and then sadly, no more Friends episodes.
Aw, Peter.
Yeah, 4 more. So Peter's directorial debut was in 1966. This is really cool.
Oh.
It's a show called Summer Fun, because you know how shows don't run through the summer.
Right.
They always take breaks.
Well, in the past, yeah.
Yeah. This was a summer replacement series on ABC, which ran for 7 weeks during the summer.
Oh.
The episodes consisted entirely of unsold comedy pilots.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's said to have starred people like John Voight, Tim Matheson, Basil Rathbone.
Basil Rathbone.
I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But that was his directorial debut.
So he directed a couple of the
Episodes,
failed
yep.
pilots.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the summer.
The summer.
Yeah, they saved them because they thought they were funny enough.
Right.
But just 1 episode, so. The episode writer is returning, Michael Borkow.
Mm-hmm.
His debut as a writer for TV was 1 episode of the TV show called Clarissa Explains It All.
Oh.
In 1992. 1992.
In 1892.
Yes.
This is what TV is going to be.
The plot is, as events unfold in her life, Clarissa explains to the viewer the motivations behind people's actions.
Oh.
So she's teen-splaining it.
Okay.
I'm going to start using that. The boy kids certainly tried to teen-splain a lot to us. And it starred Melissa Joan Hart.
Yeah.
That's
that
all
sounds
I
like
know.
a podcast.
Yeah. Teen-splaining?
Yeah.
When was our original air date?
The original air date was November 20th, 1997.
All right.
New to the box office top 10 that week was The Rainmaker.
Ooh. Ooh.
The Francis Ford Coppola legal drama starring Matt Damon and Danny
I
DeVito.
haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah.
We should watch it. Doesn't Mickey Rourke in it too? Or am I thinking of something else? I just remember that.
John Voight's in that, too.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You just remember Mickey Rourke as an attorney?
No, is the mobster guy the shyster guy that Danny DeVito works for.
Could be. I don't remember. And I didn't look at the whole cast list.
Oh, okay.
And Anastasia, the animated movie about the last surviving child of the Russian royal family, who joins two conmen to reunite with her grandmother, the Dowager Empress,
Whoa.
while the undead Rasputin seeks her death.
What? I had no idea that's what Anastasia was about.
Yeah. When it came out, I remember thinking, why is there a cartoon of Anastasia? Don't they kill her whole family?
That would make a good movie.
It's directed by Don Bluth and Gary Goldman.
Oh, remember Don Bluth?
Yeah.
His cartoons were cuckoo.
I found them boring. But
Yeah.
so, guess who voices Anastasia?
I think I know this.
Okay.
And I didn't look it up. Is it Meg Ryan?
It is Meg Ryan.
Yeah, I just remember that, but I had no idea. I never watched it.
Now,
Okay.
you've seen Rasputin in other movies.
Yeah.
Who voices Rasputin?
Back in the Meg Ryan times? Oh.
Rasputin, evil Russian occult guy.
I have no idea who.
Christopher Lloyd. He's the first one I think of when I think of evil Russian guy.
1.21 gigawatts.
And John Cusack is in there too somewhere.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
And in the number one spot was Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
That's all you have to say about that, right?
Yeah, move on to trivia.
All right. You ready for some trivia?
I am.
I got some good stuff this week.
Okay.
All right. So Joey uses the Va for Napoli
Yeah.
to swear at Chandler, and then Rachel uses it later.
Right.
So I looked it up.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Tuscan insult.
The Tuscan.
Yeah, so an Italian Tuscan
Right.
insult that translates "go to hell."
Go to hell.
Or "go to Naples." Va for Napoli, right?
Naples. So Naples is hell?
It's the Tuscan equivalent of "va fannucolo,"
Okay.
which is a more vulgar Italian expression meaning "go fuck yourself."
Oh, all right.
The Napoli part makes it a bit more playful and less offensive than the direct curse. So
Right.
it's kind of like, how people from Ohio State make fun of Michigan people. I don't know. They were talking about that
Okay.
work today. I don't really
Okay.
care.
Right.
But it's like, go to Naples.
Okay, I see.
We're from Tuscany.
Right. Go to Ann Arbor, you bastard.
All right, so while cooking, Phoebe says she needs to call her mother and ask her a left-handed cooking question, right?
Yes, she does.
Lisa Kudrow and Terry Garr are both left-handed.
Oh.
Isn't that cute?
That is cute.
When Joey goes to Central Perk to ask Gunther if he's seen Chandler,
Yeah.
there's a potato in the pastry cake.
Aw, a little Thanksgiving potato in there.
I looked it up to see if it was an intention, but most think it was, that they just put it in there to see if people would notice. But others think it was possibly a placeholder, like we'll put this in here and then we'll put the pastries in later.
Right.
But how many sets have big potatoes
Big potatoes. Like, well, again, they probably had it from all the Thanksgiving food they had.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's funny, though.
Yeah.
All right, this is the first episode where Mon and Ross reveal that they are Jewish.
That is brand new information.
Well, you've watched the episode a million times. The following were the Secret Santa picks before everyone started switching.
Mm-hmm.
Phoebe picked Rachel.
Yeah.
Rachel picked Ross. Chandler picked Joey. Joey picked Phoebe, and Ross picked Monica.
Okay.
And Monica asked Chandler in the DVD commentary of this episode, so if you listen to the DVD commentary,
Okay.
it's revealed that the cast and crew did Secret Santa every year. I
Aw.
thought that was cute.
That is cute.
Yeah. Also in the commentary for this episode, the producers revealed that Matthew Perry actually stayed inside the box during the entirety of the filming of the second act. never exiting in between takes.
Nice.
So he actually was in there probably for 6 hours.
Right, probably for like 6 hours.
And this episode was referenced in the Parks and Recreation episode, Telethon, where Leslie Knope, in an attempt to draw out time in a telethon, begins discussing the episode's plot while talking about her favorite Friends episode.
I do remember that.
Isn't that funny? So lots of good trivia this week.
Yeah.
What were your episode reactions?
Well, it's a Turkey Day episode.
Yeah.
All the friends are picking on each other. Chandler's in a box. Richard's son is crossing a line in ways Chandler never dreamed of. This is a good one. It's very enjoyable. It's lots of fun jokes in this one.
I like this one. It's fun, fun, fun. I like the eye doctor thing, but Monica's realization of the grossness it takes too long.
Yeah.
Even better, the box,
Yeah.
Kathy's heartfelt goodbye, the realization that Rach is still sentimental about Ross because she kept that box. Yeah, it's a good Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah.
You ready to do some favorites?
Some favorites. Yeah. All right, so favorite line. Joe, what's your favorite line?
I say this all the time. It's when Monica gets embarrassed when Ross and Rachel are arguing with each other at the dinner table.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh, we've got company."
I do like that. Now, I did a lot of switching this week because, like we said, it's getting harder and harder to pick favorites.
They're so good.
Yeah. But I ended up with Rachel saying, because it's Richard's son, it's like inviting a Greek tragedy over for dinner. Of course, my runner-up was Joey going, ew, 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 ew.
I love his pointing while he's saying it. Favorite moment, I love when Monica gets embarrassed about the pirate talk. Like you made her walk the plank, and he goes, "You're not wearing it yet." And she gets this little like, "Oh." It's such a Joe thing to do.
Joe thing, yeah. And I went with Rachel's little smile and thumbs up to Monica as she goes in to see the eye doctor, who turns out to be Richard's son. Sometimes when I'm on the verge of saying something inappropriate, I think of her little thumbs up and smile. Like, go ahead.
All right, favorite outfit. I do like Phoebe's blouse. Is that a blouse or a top? The shirt she's wearing. But I'm going to go with Rachel's Thanksgiving outfit. Simple black V-neck, gray long sleeve shirt, gray skirt, boots. I have that exact outfit in my closet right now, except my legs are really short, so I wouldn't wear my Doc Martens, not over the calf boots. I digress.
You digress a lot. Are you okay?
I just like to talk.
So I came very close with choosing Monica's pirate outfit when she's got the patch and she changes for Richard's son.
It's cute.
It's a cute little outfit. But I thought it'd be more Adam if I just went with the box that Chandler is in.
Well, it's a hell of a lot better than the shirt he's wearing. Which I have some notes on later.
You have some notes on the shirt?
All right. Themes we explored this episode. Theme 1, spending time in a box.
Yeah, we've all done it.
That's what you do when you have to think about things.
Yeah. And theme 2, that's not how your dad did it, or kissing the on-call doctor.
Theme 3, keeping what matters. Do you remember we were going through pictures because I was trying to find the Joe Wise the Clown picture.
Right.
Because you were like so flabbergasted. You'd never heard that story.
Right. As much as you hate clowns, it shocked me to find out that you were a party clown.
I don't like to talk about it.
I scared myself.
30 years later, we still have stuff to talk about. Anyway, we were going through stuff, and you saved notes that I would pass you in school. And I remembered sending you when I was away at college. So Adam's a year younger than me, and I had to go to college, and he was still finishing high school. Yeah. And I wanted him to come visit me, and he said he didn't have any gas money. So I taped 20 dimes to a letter and mailed it to him. This is when the post office would deliver things the very next day.
Right.
You didn't have this bullshit where you put something in the mail and 6 months later. Anyway, he still had that letter with the dimes taped to it. He did come visit me.
Yeah.
And that's when you could put $2 in the tank and it would take you a long way.
Right.
You did come visit me, but you saved the dimes. I thought that was cute.
Yeah, I'm cute.
Right. Theme 4. Sorry, I digress.
You should really take something for that. Theme 4, forgiveness as an Xmas present.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah.
My dad's done it to me before.
Well, I think your dad just does it so he doesn't have to buy anything.
You and I got engaged on Christmas Eve, and he walked out, remember?
Yeah, he was not happy.
Not at all. And so the next morning, he forgave me on Christmas. That was my present. All right, we're going to take a break before we break down the episode.
Mm-hmm. I remember the last time I saw you. It was the morning I left for college, and you were standing outside the Dairy Queen.
I was probably waiting for it to open.
I gotta tell you, you look great. Now you look great.
You look great, too.
You're an excellent patient.
So, how does it look?
Well, you've got a little scratch on your cornea. You're gonna have to wear a patch for a couple days.
Like a pirate?
If that helps you.
So, how long have you been working with your dad? Come on, one of us had to mention him.
I moved back here a couple months ago.
Aw. Big family dinner tonight?
No
way.
I was gonna have Thanksgiving at my girlfriend's,
Oh.
but we broke up.
Oh?
She wasn't ready for a serious commitment.
Oh. So you made her walk the plank, eh, matey?
You're not wearing the patch yet.
I know.
Here, put it on and say it again. All right, we're back for the breaking down of things.
We're back. Cold open. We're in Chandler and Joey's apartment. Joey's sitting at the counter reading the newspaper as the phone rings.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to think he's picking out a movie time.
I can see that. What time does Anastasia start?
His phone rings. He answers the phone. Hello? Chandler's on the other line. He goes, hey, it's me. I know you can't stand me in the same room as me, so I just thought I'd try and apologize over the phone. All right. Click. Joey hangs up the phone in disgust. He goes back to reading the newspaper. The phone rings again. This is my favorite part because he acts like it's not Chandler.
Right.
Like he's not even thinking it might be Chandler.
No, he's just like,
hello. Chandler goes, look, I never should have kissed your girlfriend, but I'm... Joey hangs up the phone again.
No.
Back to the newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
The phone rings yet again. This time Joey picks it up and says, stop calling. Chandler, in his best radio voice impression, goes, hey, 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 this is 92.3 WXRK K-Rock for our $1,000 daily challenge. Joey is bouncing in his seat.
You're right.
All right.
I get to win $1,000. Yay. I can buy my own furniture.
Chan says, what is the name of your roommate who is very, very sorry and would do anything? Joey, realizing it's Chandler, hangs up the phone in anger and resumes reading. So on the DVD, there's some cut lines.
Yeah.
The phone rings again. Joey picks it up and says, damn it, Chandler, stop calling. But it's Ross. Joey, it's Ross. Joey goes, sorry, man. Ross goes, that's all right. And he goes, what's up? Not much. I got Chandler here, and he's really, really sorry. Joey hangs up the phone again. Q, I'll be there for you.
All right, now we're at Monica and Rachel's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Phoebe, Rachel, and Ross are helping Monica prepare a Thanksgiving Day feast. And Chandler walks in and sees the festivities and says, oh, turkey. Oh, giving thanks. Ugh. And in response, Phoebe sarcastically announces, look, everyone, it's the spirit of Thanksgiving. Rachel asks Bing if things between him and Joey are any better. And Chandler declares they couldn't be worse. Supposedly, he spent 8 hours calling Joey last night just trying to get him to talk. And Rachel says, wow, 8 hours? So you could probably really use one of those plug-in telephone headsets, huh? And Chandler's like, how am I supposed to return that? Monica gets a confused look on her face because this is the kind of non sequitur the girl kid pulls out from time to time that I shrug off, but Joe is usually the Ross figuring out the subtext.
She's not subtle. She comes up and goes, so, it's really hot outside. Mom, would you like some ice cream?
Right. But every now and then she pulls one out that I'm like, what are you talking about? And you're like, she wants ice cream. But cutting to the chase, Ross asks, should we all expect Christmas gifts that can be stolen from your office? And Rachel admits, You shouldn't. Phoebe nabs the chance, since they were speaking of Christmas, to make a plea that since her and Monica are starting a new business and have no money, perchance this year they could do a Secret Santa. And then we each only have to buy one gift. And there's the added mystery of who gets who. That is when the grammar Ross corrects her with the standard, who gets whom. And the friends glower at him and he voluntarily adds, I don't know why I do that.
So there's cut lines. There's a whole scene that was cut out.
Yeah.
So Ross finishes his, I don't know why I do that with, but it is correct.
But it is correct.
So Monica reaches into the pocket of her apron and says, hey, what's this? Takes out pieces of paper with everyone's name on it. It's all your names. She puts them in the bowl and goes, let's pick. Phoebe reaches into the bowl of names. And then Joey enters.
Mm-hmm.
Joey goes, hey, what's going on? Sees Chandler. There's a pause, and he turns around and starts to leave. How did he expect to eat Thanksgiving without seeing Chandler?
I don't know.
Everybody goes, no, Joey, stay. So they beg him to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Monica goes, Joey, come on. We're picking names for Secret Santa. Phoebe pulls him back, and he goes, okay, I invented Secret Santa.
Oh.
Ross laughs. Rachel goes, what are you laughing at? You're the one who said Die Hard was your idea. Ross goes, it was. Don't make me show you the napkin.
Fun.
Yeah, it was a cute little scene. I liked it.
Yeah.
I want to see his Die Hard thing.
Oh, I don't think
What would you put on the napkin?
It was just a building. All right, cut to later. Monica and Phoebes are still preparing Turkey Day dinner as Chandler and Rachel watch the parade on TV, and Rachel reveals that she's going to take a nap, pointing out Turkey makes her sleepy. It's okay, Rachel. I know it's really the parade. They make me sleepy, too.
Sleeping makes you sleepy.
Anyway, Monica points out that they haven't eaten yet. And Rachel says she knows, but all that work you're doing to get her ready, and then she's too tired to finish the excuse and just leaves. With Rachel out of the room, Chandler bounds up to ask if either of the catering girls picked Rachel for Secret Santa because he wants to trade for her. And Phoebe is excited by this prospect. I picked her. Oh, thank God you want her. Ooh. Chandler is so close to getting what he asked for, but he's now reluctant. So he asks, wow, why do you want to get rid of her so badly? And Phoebe explains, because she exchanges every gift she ever gets. It's impossible to get her something she likes. And then Phoebe starts bouncing up and down. Come on, let's trade. And Chandler does not think that that's true, and he bounces to match Phoebe's bounces. That's not true. I got her a backpack and she loved it. I remember how much she was crying the day that big dog ran off with it. But Monica and Phoebe are looking at him like a child whose parents told him his cat ran away from the car at the drive-in movie.
Your parents told you that?
I don't want to talk about it.
Aww.
But Chandler now realizes, oh, there was no big dog. All right, this sucks. I already got her a briefcase and I had RG put on it. And Phoebe looks confused, so he explains her initials. And now Phoebe gets it.
And we have more cut lines.
Of course we do.
I didn't write the episode. Phoebe continues with, okay, I'm really bad at initials. Chandler goes, oh, and makes a wow face. Monica goes, wow, you got your shopping done early this year. Chandler goes, yeah, well, my Camel Cash was about to expire, so.
What the fuck is Camel Cash?
Isn't Camel Cash the cigarette thing, which is why they cut the line?
No, fuck Camel Cash.
Yeah, it was getting points at Target or something.
Right. Yeah, we went through a whole lull there where we weren't really earning our explicit ratings, so.
Yeah, cigarettes suck.
Yeah, that's not explicit.
Oh, sorry. Fuck cigarettes.
Oh, bellissima. All right, let's get back to business here. Monica suggests that maybe Chandler could give the briefcase to somebody else. Ooh, like a Ross Geller. And Chandler hems and haws, saying, you know what, though? It's kind of a girly briefcase. Who cares, Monica argues. He works in a museum.
So he got Rachel a backpack one year, and now he's getting her a briefcase?
Yeah. Well,
She only gets
the big
bags?
dog ate it. So
okay.
he was trying to give her something to replace it.
I see.
As Monica gets back to prep work, Chandler asks, hey, what time is it? The big game is about to start. And Phoebe responds with, you don't have to do that. Ross and Joey aren't here. You can watch the parade if you want. And he's like, thanks.
Which would put you to sleep faster, the big game or the parade?
I think I'm getting tired just thinking about it. We might want to wrap this up later.
Wake up!
All right. Monica yells, "What's wrong with this freezer?" And then she starts stabbing at it like she's Jason Voorhees and it's a teenager at camp. Then she shouts, "Ow, ow!" And Phoebe jumps up asking what happened. And Monica whines loudly, "OMG, I got ice in my eye." And Rachel emerges from her bedroom yelling, "People are trying to sleep in here."
That was almost my favorite line.
Chandler catches Rachel up on this week's plot. Monica got ice in her eye and it hurts.
Aww.
Phoebe wants to see the eyeball, but Monica can't even open her eye, as it really kills.
I remember saying that.
Chandler suggests putting ice on it. Apparently doesn't kill enough that Monica won't give him a dirty look with her good eye. And Phoebe thinks it looks bad, and Rachel suggests going to the doctor. And Monica refuses because her eye doctor is Richard. She can't go to him when she doesn't have a boyfriend. Man, he's really picky about his patients.
Chandler said that.
Yeah, but I wrote it down before I remembered that, so it counts as an Adam joke.
I don't think so.
You're being a pill this week. Phoebe demands that Monica go to the eye doctor on Thanksgiving Day, unemployed, with no insurance. What's his office number? Monica claims to not remember the office number, and after a short pause, she confesses it's speed dial 7.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Huh.
Speed dial 7?
Yeah, so?
Richard's speed dial, as in 7, 7, 7.
Oh, naughty. Okay.
I think she picked 7 on purpose.
Well, Phoebe dials and into the phone says, "Yeah, hi, I'm calling on behalf of Monica Geller's eye. Is Richard Burke in today?" And she listens, and then she relays what she's heard to Monica. He's out of town, but does she want to see the on-call doctor? And Monica sevens loudly, says, "Yes!" And Phoebe relays to the phone person, yes, she's very excited about that.
There's more cut lines. So Phoebe says, "Okay, we'll be right in," and hangs up. And Chandler goes, "Okay, so who's going to take her in?" And Rachel goes, "I'll go. You can watch the parade." And he happily runs out of the kitchen and jumps into the living room chair. He really loves watching parades.
He loves parades.
I know.
Why come from Kentucky to do that? Or Kansas? I don't remember.
Oklahoma, all the way. All right, we're still at Monica and Rachel's later on. It's just Phoebe and Ross.
Yeah.
Phoebe is adding butter to something, and Ross is watching. Phoebe goes, "This is cool. Till Monica gets back, it's like I'm head chef, and I get to make all the decisions." She looks at the remaining butter and then decides to add the rest of it to the dish.
It's like she's making the Sunday breakfast from Strange Darling.
My God, they fried 2 eggs with a whole stick of butter.
Yeah.
I was going to make eggs the other day, and I was like, "A whole stick of butter?" And you were like, "Yep." I did not.
We'll talk about that. That was one of the movies
Yes.
we watched.
Yeah,
We'll talk about that later.
So Ross scolds Phoebe and says, "Hey, I thought she told you to follow the recipe exactly." Phoebe says, "Okay, get out of my kitchen." Chandler enters and says, "All right, okay, I think I'm making some project.
I think I'm making some projects here.
I think I'm making some progress with Joey."
Okay.
When I went into the apartment, he went straight to his bedroom, but he only slammed the door once. Ross looks pleased at that. Chan continues, "Yeah, he gave me the finger while doing it," which got a chuckle out of the girl kid.
She was like, "Ah!" That was pretty funny.
Phoebe goes, "All right, I gotta call my mom and ask her a left-handed cooking question."
Now, see, I assumed that was the Montauk Beach mom.
Yes.
Before you explained it to me.
Right.
I was like, I hope she's not trying to call her dead mom.
So there's more cut lines. So Phoebe goes, "I'm going to be in there," and points to Rachel's room, thinks about something. While I'm gone, Ross and Chandler are confused as to why she's thinking out loud. "Chandler, you're in charge."
Oh.
Chandler becomes a bit excited as Phoebe goes into Rachel's room. We do this all the time with the dogs when we leave for the day.
Yeah.
Like if we're going somewhere, we'll be like, "Okay, I'm sorry, Cooper, you're just not old enough. Eleanor is in charge."
Or we'll tell them both that the cat's in charge.
Yeah. "You both have not been behaving. The cat's in charge." So Ross says, "So listen, I picked Monica for Secret Santa, but I'm already getting her something for Hanukkah. I was wondering if you want to switch." Chandler points out that, oh, you know what? I was actually trying to trade for, you.
Ooh.
Ross says, really? Wow, that's just so nice. What are you going to get me? Chandler goes, I don't know, RG. I was thinking something girly for your office.
That's not prison lingo, is it?
It's that whistling clock. Ross posits that, well, maybe Phoebe will switch with me. Chandler goes, oh, no. You don't want to do that. Then you're going to get stuck with Rachel, and then she exchanges every gift she ever gets.
Oh.
Ross pshaws Chan and says, that's not true. I got her lots of stuff that she never took back. Chandler asks, like? Ross explains that he got her a gold necklace last year, and Chandler then pushes, and when was the last time you saw her wear it? Ross thinks, well, she wore it all Christmas Day, and then big dog.
Oh, Rachel. All right, so now we're at Joey and Chandler's apartment. Joey is repacking the furniture into boxes like repo men are coming by at 2.
On Thanksgiving?
Yeah. And Ross comes in with a hey, and what are you doing?
You see the magnitude really well behind Ross's head, so I froze it and I counted. It says, I'm sorry 15 times, and then I'm so sorry 2.5 times.
Okay, listen, cut lines, girl. This is my scene, okay? Just back off.
I do the magnadoodle.
Not always.
Okay. I counted. Did you bother to count?
Well, no, you had already done it. Joey is sending back all the stuff that Chandler bought out of guilt. Everything? Even the TV, Ross asks. Joey says, no, I'm putting that in my room. There's always wiggle room in his rule book, I guess. Huh?
Him and Phoebe.
Ross tells Joey to listen. I know what the guy did was wrong, but don't you think you could at least hear the guy out? And Joey quips, back when you and Rachel were together, if Chandler had kissed her, do you think you'd hear him out? And Ross concurs that is a very good point. He did confess the very next day. It's not like he tried to hide it.
No, he couldn't.
Before I continue, it occurred to me while editing last week's episode why Joey is so upset.
Oh, okay.
Chandler was always so bad with the ladies that Joey never ever saw Chandler as a romantic threat before.
Oh. So now he's like, I gotta be careful because
right. I can't just leave my girlfriends alone with Chandler all day while I'm on other dates.
God, what a dick.
So Ross asks, really, it's just because they wanted them to fight a little bit and him be in a box.
Of course, but it makes sense.
Right. So Ross asks how long Joey is going to punish him, and without a beat, Joey answers, 5 years. And Ross is like, you've sentenced him? And Joey offers up the compassionate advice of, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. And Ross points out that the guy is your best friend. And Joey corrects Ross. No, he was my best friend. Then, in what is a bizarre way to win an argument, Joey questions why Ross is pushing for Chandler so hard, since with him out of the way, as Joey's best friend, there's a spot open. And Ross kind of gets a gigantic smile on his face, and he's like, who, me? And Joey's like, yeah, baby. And Ross is honored. And you know what he's going to do as his first act as Joey's best friend?
What?
He's going to get him to talk to Chandler. Nice turnabout. Well played, Ross. Joey even agrees.
That was so simple.
But if Frost weren't his best friend, and then they even kind of playfully punch each other. He just needed a new best friend. Now he's good to go.
We're at Central Perk. Mm-hmm. It's Chandler and Kathy.
Yeah.
Chandler and Kathy are sitting at a table talking about Joey. Kathy goes, oh my God, it's really that bad? I walk into a room and he won't even talk to me. He just mumbles something in Italian, and I know he only knows the bad words. And then there's cut lines. Mm-hmm. Kathy says, oh, I'm so sorry. I feel responsible. And Chandler goes, don't worry, it's not your fault.
Yeah, and Gunther, Cornelius, Reginald, and Esmeralda are all in the coffee house.
On Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
That is a bummer. So Joey enters the coffee house and says, hey, Gunther, have you seen Chandler? Gunther muses, I thought you were Chandler, but one of you is over there.
I thought you were Chandler is one of my favorite Gunther lines.
It is pretty fucking cool. Joey turns around and sees Kathy and Chandler kissing. Kathy sees Joey and goes, oh. Chandler says, hey, Joe. Joey, va for Napoli's them, and storms out.
So close. All right, so now we're at Dr. Burke's office. Rachel and Monica are sitting in the little waiting room chairs as the doctor arrives. This is Michael Vartan from Alias and a handful of horror movies that I've watched. And he enters saying, "I'll be right with you, okay?" Monica gives a one-eyed OMG while asking Rachel, "How cute is the on-call doctor?" Somebody likes eye doctors.
If I have to hear how cute your little Asian eye doctor is one more time.
I was talking about Monica, Joe.
Oh, never mind.
Rachel agrees the doc is so cute, she's thinking about foregoing her eye-touching phobia and jamming this pen in her eye. And then we have a couple cut lines that Joe forgot to put in
I
her.
know. I can't believe I missed it.
Rachel says, "You have the best luck with eye doctors," and Monica responds with a, "I know." And then the little intercom buzzes, and the nurse person says, "Dr. Burke will see you now." And Monica panics, correcting, "Oh, no, not Dr. Burke. Dr. Burke is out of town. The on-call doctor will see me now." And the nurse, who was probably never liked Monica when she was dating Richard, explains, "Dr. Burke is out of town. Dr. Timothy Burke, his son, will see you now." And the audience goes, "Ooh," as the nurse stifles a, "Try and keep it in your pants, Monica."
Ooh.
Then Dr. Timothy Burke comes out and asks, "Ready?" And Monica looks back to Rachel, who gives a very wry smile and a thumbs up.
Now we're at Joey and Chandler's. Joey is packing as Chandler rushes in. He immediately says, "Hey, I'm sorry," that he sees Joey's about to leave. "Where are you going?" Grumpy Joey says, "My folks." Chandler says, "Oh, when are you coming back?" He snaps up his jacket and says, "I don't know. I might stay there for a few days while I look for an apartment." Chandler is shocked. "What?" Joey explains, "Yeah, at first I thought I could talk to you about this, work it out, but seeing you two together, I don't think I..." Chandler is desperate and says, "Hey, look, what do you want me to say? Do you want me to say I'll stop seeing her?" Joey explains, it's not about her. He's not mad at her. He saw them together and it just reminds him of what he did. And I don't want to live with someone who doesn't know what it is to be a friend. So I'll see ya.
You make my girlfriend's pancakes and you tell them to leave.
But you cannot kiss them. Joey takes his bag and starts to leave, but Chandler grabs his bag and stops him. I was waiting for him to go, "This is empty."
Yeah.
But it's not that scene.
Yeah.
So Chandler says, "Hey, look, I know what it's like to be a friend. I screwed up." Joey explains, "Yeah, you did, and that's why I'm leaving." The chick and the duck walk into the living room, and Chandler protests. "All right, look, if you're not going to stay for me, then at least stay for them, okay? They've had a very difficult year. What with the robbery and all." And this is one of my favorite cut lines. "And that chick used to be very, very cute."
Now it looks crazy.
It does kind of look crazy. I've never seen a chick to mid
Right.
teenage, chick and a rooster.
Teenage chicken.
Joey says, "When that guy was robbing us and I was locked in the entertainment unit for like 6 hours, you know what I was doing in there the whole time? I was thinking about how I let you down." Chandler is surprised. "What?" Joey goes, "Yeah, but I would have known that what kind of friend you were going to turn out to be. I wouldn't have worried so much, so see you around." Chandler begs, "All right, wait, come on. Just 1 second. There has to be something that I can do. Something. If we had an entertainment unit, I would get in there for 6 hours and think about how I let you down." Joey looks intrigued.
Light the bulb.
"What?" "We got a box." Points to the large wooden box next to him.
Can't I just lay on my bed for 6 hours? What?
No, you have to be locked in something. Confined.
All right, now we're back to Dr. Burke's office. We're in the exam room now, and Timmy B is examining Monica's eye as he reminisces. "I remember last time I saw you and the day I left for college. You were standing outside the Dairy Queen."
For those of you that don't know what Dairy Queen is, because it might just be a, U.S. type thing, it was a fast food ice cream place.
Yes. Fast food ice cream place.
Yeah, because their ice cream's not very good.
And their fast food's not very good.
No.
We're losing all kinds of sponsors.
Dairy Queen's not going to sponsor us. Lazy Boy's not going to sponsor us.
Monica speculates that she was probably waiting for it to open. Tim flirts with his father's ex, saying, "I gotta tell you, you look great now." And Monica flirts back with a, "You look great too." And her eye doesn't seem to be bothering her all that much anymore. Tim congratulates her flirtiness with a "you're an excellent patient." And Monica asks about her eye, and he tells her she's got a little scratch on her cornea and she needs to wear an eye patch for a couple days. Remember when I hurt my eye in there?
Yeah. Oh, that was crazy. So you were cleaning up branches in the backyard.
Right, we were having a little bonfire. We
Yeah.
were making marshmallows.
And I call it our island. It's not really an island. It's just a little patch of trees that sits in the middle of our yard. There's rocks around it, but I call it the island. Anyway, he bent down to pick up some sticks, and this teeny tiny little branch.
Well, a tree was growing out. A little sapling was growing out of the
Yes.
ground. And I hit my eyeball right on it.
Poked him right in the eye. And so I went and looked at it, and it was pretty gross. And I was like, yeah, we need to go to the eye doctor. And that's where the Asian doctor came in.
She had to scrape my eye for like 6 hours.
Oh, God.
That was a fun day.
She's trying to get all the dirt out.
And so he tells her she needs to wear a patch for a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
And Monica asks, like a pirate, and he tells her, if that helps you. I need to remember to say, if that helps you, when I'm asked silly questions from now on. And Monica asks, so how long have you been working with your dad? Come on, one of us had to mention him. And Timmy moved back here a couple months ago, and apparently Daddy hired him right away. He was selling eyes on the black market before. Monica asks if they're having a big family dinner tonight, and Tim holds up a little brown lunch bag. Monica's like, no way, it's Thanksgiving. Tim was going to have Thanksgiving at his girlfriend's, and Monica lets out a disappointed, oh. And then he says, but we broke up instead. I sold her eyes on the black market.
Oh, my God.
And then Monica lets out a happy, oh. And Tim claims his girlfriend wasn't ready for a serious commitment, which sounds so made up.
Right?
And Monica lets out the last of her hat trick of O's, and I gotta say, her eye looks perfectly fine by this point in the scene.
Wow.
And now, in a pirate's voice, she says, so you made her walk the plank, did you, matey? And Tim, being a real killjoy, points out, you're not wearing the patch yet. Monica's like, I know.
See, that's why her and Chandler are a perfect match.
Right.
Because he's goofy and she's goofy.
Right.
She thinks she's not goofy, but she is very goofy.
Oh, she is so goofy.
She is very goofy.
Yeah, when he said, you're not wearing the patch yet, I would have been like, I'm not inviting him to dinner.
No, I'm like, make me feel embarrassed? No, thank you. We're back at Monica and Rachel's, and all 6 friends are there. Monica just told everyone that Timothy is coming for dinner, and Ross says, he's coming here for Thanksgiving? Rachel agrees. I know, it's sick. Monica goes, why is it sick? Rachel says, because it's Richard's son. It's like inviting a Greek tragedy over for dinner. So there's cut lines, and Monica says, okay, if it were a Greek, I would be blind in both eyes.
Right.
Because in Oedipus, he blinds both his eyes.
Yes, he does.
Come on, I like him because he's handsome, and he's nice, and smart, and handsome.
Oh, boy. In high school, I made a short, funny Oedipus Rex that ended in Bobby McFerrin's Don't Worry, Be Happy.
I do remember that. So come on, Phoebe, you understand, don't you? This was almost my favorite line. He goes, yeah, I can see where I'd be your best shot, but no, I'm sorry. I think it's twisted.
She's usually very conservative when it comes to other people doing things.
So Ross agrees, yeah, and Joey comes out of the bathroom. What's twisted? Monica explains me going out with Richard's son. And this is where Joey goes, ew, 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 ew. And he points. I like that.
Yeah.
Chandler, who is now in the box in the living room, shouts, sounds like a really bad idea to me. Rachel asks Joey, is he okay in there? Joey goes, he's fine. Ross tells Mon, if things work out between you and Richard's son, you'll be able to tell your kids that you slept with their grandfather.
And not just once, several times.
So Monica jumps on her soapbox and shouts, fine, judge all you want, but married a lesbian, left a man at the altar, fell in love with a gay ice dancer, threw a girl's wooden leg in the fire, live in a box. She jumps off her soapbox and heads to her room.
I don't know. Sleeping with a father and then the son is worse than all of those, I think.
Joey's already done it. He slept with the mom and the daughter, remember?
Oh, right.
Because he goes, is Jennifer there? Well, I need to
Right.
talk to you too. So Rachel turns to Joey and asks, so now what exactly is the point of the box? Joey throws the question to Chandler. Chandler shouts from the box, "The meaning of the box is threefold." He holds up one finger through the air hole. "It gives me time to think about what I did." 2, holds up another finger. "It proves how much I care about my friendship with Joey." And 3, holds up the third finger outside the air hole. "It hurts."
Owie.
So there's more cut lines. Rachel goes, "And if he stays in the box, you guys will be friends again?" And Joey goes, "Let's just say it's a start." Ross turns and says to Rachel, "Oh, hey, you remember that necklace I gave you last Christmas? Can I see it?" Rachel looks worried and says, "Why?" Ross says, "I just want to check something."
Uh-oh.
She goes, "Okay," heads into her bedroom. Ross leans against the box, covering the hole, and says to Chandler, "Now we'll see." Chandler shouts, "Air hole, air hole." Ross retracts his hand quickly. So Rachel comes out of her bedroom. "Here it is. I love it. I wear it all the time." Well, she does this magician act. "Nothing to see here." Ross grabs a necklace and says, "The necklace I got you is gold. This one is silver." Yeah, I might have exchanged it too.
Yeah.
I hate gold. Remember when we got married and I insisted that we have gold rings? Because I thought you had to have gold rings when you got married.
I didn't have a gold ring.
Nope. You were like, "I'm not wearing a gold ring." And then I was so bummed. I was like, "I don't want a gold ring." So I changed it years later.
Yes, you did.
So Rachel says, "Well, maybe it changed." Ross angrily says, "Oh my God, you exchanged it." Rachel points out, "Well, isn't it better that I exchange it for something that I enjoy, that I get a lot of use out of?" Ross asks what she got. She says, "Credit."
He didn't even know of this issue until Phoebe pointed it out to Chandler, who pointed it out to him. The boys are kind of babies in this episode.
Joey's pouting. Ross is whining. There's a knock on the door. Monica, running in from her bedroom, goes, I'll get it. It's like the opposite of not yet. She opens the door. "Hi, Tim." Tim says hi, gives her a bottle of wine. Monica thanks him, says, "Come meet my friends." She introduces all the friends and her brother, Ross, and after Rachel, Chandler clears his voice loudly, says, Mon finishes, and that's Chandler.
Wouldn't he know most of these people?
Yeah, you'd think. I mean, they were around the same age.
Yeah, they acted like he was a little bit older. But...
Yeah. Chandler says, "How do you do, yeah?" Tim looks confused as anyone who was invited to dinner and finds a 29-year-old man locked in a wooden crate. He posits, "What's,
That's the gimp. You just let him sleep."
Monica tries to explain and says, well, he's... And Joey jumps in and says, "He's doing some thinking."
All right, we cut to later at the apartment, all 6 plus Tim, and Joey, Rachel, and Ross and Tim are watching the football game, and they all cheer loudly. And from in the box, Chandler asks, What happened? And Joey yells, "You kissed my girlfriend." And Vartan isn't used to sitcoms because at this point he looks right down the barrel of the camera.
Really? I didn't notice that.
An ad for sunglasses comes on, and Rachel goes, "Ooh, I like those sunglasses." And Ross quips, like 'em, or I like to get store credit for that amount like 'em. And then Rachel says, "Go play Monopoly." And Joey likes that. And Pirate Monica announces to the crew that the turkey's ready. And the doctor guy asks, "Where can I wash up?" And Pirate Monica shows them, adding, "The towels are hanging next to the sink, and you're cute enough to use the fancy soap." And Rachel asks, "The fancy soap? I thought we were saving that for the Pope." And Pirate Monica's like, "I'm Jewish. I don't even care what soap the Pope uses." And Phoebe asks Pirate Monica, "Do you actually want to be in a relationship where you can actually use the phrase, 'Now that's not how your dad used to do it'?" Which was almost my favorite line.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And the audience gets a big kick out of it, too. Tim comes back, pretending to have washed his hands by saying, "Wow, everything looks great. Where should I sit?" And Monica saved him a seat next to hers. And while pouring the pirate some wine, Rachel mutters, "Sick." And then there's a knock at the door, and Phoebe offers to get it. But Chandler says, "Gotcha!" and laughs. He's a card, that Chandler. But Joey doesn't think he's a card, and he says, "That doesn't sound like thinking to me." And Chandler apologizes. In fact, Joey doesn't think he should be talking in there at all. Chandler's got too much thinking to be talking and making jokes. And Chandler's like, "Okay, I got it." The ones not in the box are passing around the food, and Rachel asks Ross, "Can you pass me the yams?" And Ross is like, "Sure." Oh, and Joey's got the mashed potatoes if you want to exchange them. And Rachel's like, would you stop? What's the matter with you? I exchange things all the fucking time. Why are you yelling at me today? And Pirate Monica's like, oh, we've got company. Still pissy, Ross tells Rachel, there's nothing the matter with me. See, I'm not completely devoid of sentiment. I have feelings.
Aw.
And Rachel, feeling hurt, I mean, it's turkey day. She says, okay, fine. And she gets up and stomps to her bedroom. You can't have a Thanksgiving without an awkward silence. And here we are. Chandler jokes, you can't tell, but I'm trying to break the tension by mooning you guys. Now it's Joey's turn to throw his napkin down and get up in a huff. All right, look. If this is a big joke to you, then just forget about it. All right? This means something to me. And if it doesn't mean anything to you, you should just get out of there. Otherwise, you're just a Charlie in the box, an idiot in the box. Chandler agrees and apologizes again, stating, this means a lot to me. I want to be your friend again. I swear I won't say another word. And Joey lays a trap. So are you going to start taking this seriously?
Absolutely.
That sounds like another word to me. Are you going to start taking this seriously? And Adam asks, why do you just didn't leave Chandler in the box over in the other apartment if you're going to get so bent out of shape?
Because he had to prove that he was in the box.
But Chandler keeps quiet, and Joey leans in, listening for any little sound. And he goes, okay. And then Rachel storms back in, carrying a shoebox and griping, don't say I don't have sentiment. Then she starts showing off her collection of sentiment. This is a movie stub from our first date. This is an eggshell from when you first made me breakfast in bed. Ew, throw that out and keep a necklace. Gross. Then she holds up a dino bone. This is from the museum from the first time we were together and all those Catholic kids saw us. Okay, maybe I exchange gifts sometimes, but I keep the things that matter, like eggshells. Ross is taken aback, and he actually states, I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. But he hesitantly points out, though, you're not supposed to take these. It's like 1,000,000 years old, and we actually have people looking for that.
I like how he continues to grab for it.
Right.
And then retract, grab.
Well, I like that they have people, more than one person, looking for
this
that
bone.
thing.
And she's had it all this time.
Right. And
That's
Rachel glares at him because she just lost one of her sentimental keepsakes.
Aww. We're still at the apartment, but it's later that evening. It's dark out. Monica and Tim are out on the balcony. Tim says, hey, mind if I smoke? Oh, sorry. These are cut lines.
Cut lines.
Yes, on the DVD. Tim says, hey, mind if I smoke? Monica goes, care if I die? Which, you did the exact same thing the first time you watched it. He goes, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Go ahead and smoke.
Yeah, because he was going to have a cigar like his daddy.
Yeah, isn't that gross? Mana's putting on her coat and says, oh, this always happens as her coat gets stuck. So Tim helps her and she thanks him. And he goes, you have a very beautiful eye. Monica says, you know, all my friends think this is weird, and this is my favorite cut line.
Yeah.
Tim goes, even the one in the box?
Nice.
Even that weirdo? But Monica goes, it's not weird, is it? Tim agrees. You know, I thought it was going to be weird. I almost called and canceled, but it really isn't. Monica goes, I know. I mean, it's like me and your dad. That's a totally separate thing. Ugh. Just saying that sentence out loud should clue you in. Tim totally agrees. And Monica says, we're just two people who find each other very attractive. Right? Like, I need reassurance here.
Right.
Tim leans in to kiss her. They stop. And when he tries to kiss her again, Monica pulls away. Tim goes, uh-oh, what? Monica quickly goes, nothing. Tim asks, no, really, was that not okay? Monica goes, no, that was good. That was a good kiss. Tim starts to panic. Oh my God, it didn't remind you of. Monica interrupts him and says, don't say it. Tim really panics. Says, no, but it did, didn't it? Monica goes, yeah.
Yep, even without the mustache and the extra 4 inches, the kiss still reminded her of Magnum P.I.
Tim is fully panicked now. Oh, man. Monica does her infamous, I know. And they both shiver in horror. But the scene continues. There's cut line.
Okay.
Monica goes, oh, my God. I'm so sorry. Tim goes, it's okay. I mean, it wouldn't be Thanksgiving without a little emotional scarring. Cute Chandler. Monica goes, oh, you know what's even worse? My friends were right. Tim goes, you know what's the worst thing is for me is that you actually remind me of a younger version of my mom.
Ugh.
Which totally rounds out the whole Oedipal story. So Monica quickly turns around and leaves the balcony.
Oh, boy. So later still at the lady's apartment, Tim is left. He probably bolted not long after that kiss.
Yeah.
Pirate Monica is on the couch between Phoebe and Rachel and quivers at herself in disgust, which is pretty awesome. That was almost my favorite moment.
Yeah.
There's a knock on the door, a real one this time. And Joey answers it to find Kathy there. And there's a little awkward moment between them before Kathy starts to apologize. And Joey stops her explaining, Chandler's the one that I'm mad at. And Kathy still says, well, I'm sorry. Is he here? And Joey says, in the box. And Kathy points to the box for clarification before walking over and saying, Chandler? And Phoebe explains that Chandler can't talk right now. And Kathy asks both why not and what's going on. Since Chandler can't talk, Phoebe explains that Chandler is just trying to show Joey how much he means to him. By being in a box, Kathy asks. And Rachel fills Kathy in that Joey had reasons. And Phoebe adds those reasons were threefold. And Kathy goes on to say that Chandler not being able to talk might make this a little easier.
Aww.
Listen, and then she looks at the gang who are watching, and she kind of signals for a moment alone with the box, and they give her some space. I'd have preferred if she would have had to drag it by herself into Rachel's room, but they went another way. Kathy says, listen, I don't want to be someone who comes between two best friends. She can't stand seeing what she's doing to the guys, and she doesn't want to be the cause of that. So she doesn't think they can see each other anymore because he's in a box. She's going to go to her mom's in Chicago and stay there for a while, and she thought this could have been something really amazing, but it's probably for the best. She'll miss him, and she says goodbye to Chandler, and Kathy takes her leave as the friends watch over from the sink, and Chandler waves goodbye with one little finger extended through the arrow hole. And Ross gives Joey a, I hope you're happy look. And then Joey starts to cry, open the box! And he runs over to get the lid off. He can still catch her. Come on, get out of there. And Chandler stands up. And before doing anything else, he looks at Joey and asks, so? And Joey says, we're going to be fine. Get out. And Chandler says, yeah? And Joey says, yeah, you did some real good thinking in there. And Chandler starts to talk, but they bro hug real tight instead. And Joey tells him, now go, you can still catch her, and Merry Christmas from your Secret Santa. And then Chandler runs out, and after he's gone, Joey says, all right, who got Chandler? Because I need to trade.
All right, we're at the tag, the balcony, the gang minus Chandler. The gang's all there watching Chandler, and Rachel says, oh, he sees her. Monica follows with, oh, he's catching up to her. And Phoebe says, oh, she sees him. Oh, they're hugging. Ross, confused, says, he's taking her purse. Joey points out, that's not them. I'm going to go call the police. Phoebe then exclaims, oh, there they are. And they watch them making up and sigh.
Oh.
Phoebe says, all right, get a box. I mean, get a room. And that's the end of the episode.
That's
Cut
the
and
end.
print. We're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm sending back all this stuff that Chandler bought out of guilt.
Everything? Even the TV?
No, I'm putting that in my room.
Listen, Joey, I know what he did was wrong, but don't you think you gotta hear the guy out?
Back when you and Rachel were together, if Chandler had kissed her, would you have heard him out?
Well, I think he did kiss her in college.
He did. But back to the skit.
That's a good point. So, how long are you gonna punish him?
5 years.
You've sentenced him?
Hey, don't do the crime if you can't do the time.
Joey, the guy's your best friend.
No, was my best friend. Anyway, I don't know why you're pushing for him so hard. With him out of the way as my best friend, there's a spot open.
Who? Me?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm honored. And you know what I'm gonna do as my first act as your best friend?
What?
I'm gonna get you to talk to Chandler.
All right, but if you weren't my best friend...
Okay, I'm gonna go kiss Kathy now.
All right, we're back.
We are back.
So, What did we learn from this episode?
Joe, what did you learn?
Monica did not think this through all the way.
No, she did not.
What did you learn?
I learned that Rachel steals from museums. Ross hates it when you exchange presents. And Monica will date various members of the same family.
What are your final thoughts?
I completely lost track of the Secret Santa. I know you explained at the beginning, but I don't know where we ended up. And Perry looked like he spent hours in that box when he came out.
Yeah. He was a little sweat sheen on.
Yeah.
Monica's mom started the Oedipal thing without knowing it. She asked Richard to fix Mon and Tim up at Jack's birthday party.
Oh, yeah.
How would Judy have reacted to that relationship after she dated Richard?
Obviously with there's incest in my kitchen.
All right, what's our sweater vest tracker for this week?
All right. The prior count was none. The episode total was none, but it's November, so they should be coming. And the overall count, let's see, 0 plus 0. Well, if I have to tell you, just forget it.
We already talked about the Magnadoodle, has
Yep.
I'm sorry on it.
Yes.
What's our IMDb rating for this episode?
The rating for this episode is 9 out of 10 stars with almost 7,000 ratings.
That's really high.
Yeah.
So we have a listener that wrote in with their review. Sorry. I had to pull it up, so I was buying some time. So this is Lucy R. She wrote in.
Mm-hmm.
Goes with our pirate episode.
Yeah, Lucy R. She's back.
But her daughter Eva, listens to the podcast too. So she also contributed to the review.
Nice.
So, the review says, "Hi, Misfits. I felt compelled to send in a review this week as myself and my daughter, 10-year-old new Friends fan, had some strong opinions on this episode.
Okay.
Outfits. Nobody really wore anything we loved, but we both hated, and it's all caps, Chandler's shirt in this episode. I think it may be the worst shirt he wears throughout the entire series. There, I've said it. Monica's storyline with Richard's son, just ew. It didn't make sense, and Monica was also a bit odd around him. The pirate talk was embarrassing. Totally agree. He wasn't the best actor, and the whole thing gave me the ick.
Mm-hmm.
No, Monica, just no. Ross's constant digging at Rachel for exchanging her gifts was annoying. We loved her "I keep the things that matter" speech. She puts Ross in his place, which was much needed.
Yes.
Favorite line? Well, I don't know, RG. How about something girly for your office?
I love the way he delivers that line.
Makes them laugh every time. Their favorite moment, Chandler's little finger wave out of the hole in the box when Kathy breaks up with him. And then Joey forgiving him. And Merry Christmas from your Secret Santa. The perfect way to end the episode. We loved it. As always, loving the show and loving you, Misfits. And please never apologize or feel bad if you have to take a break and have time away from yourselves. Any excuse to prolong the podcast is good with me.
Aww.
Love, Lucy and Eva.
Aww.
So she also, I wrote her a reply like, thanks so much, blah, blah, blah. We love having you as listeners. And she said, Eva has to plug her ear sometimes when Adam bleeps and says inappropriate things. So she always tells her not to repeat what Adam said.
Okay, that's fair.
So I think you owe Eva a little apology.
Okay, Eva, I'm sorry that sometimes I get carried away and forgive me.
You just defeated the purpose. Thank you, Lucy and Eva. We very much appreciate you writing in.
Thank you.
It was so cute. All right. What is next week's episode?
The one where they're going to a party.
What's the synopsis for this episode?
Bilbo and Frodo get excited when Gandalf promises to visit the Shire. Rachel almost gets a promotion, but bam!
Bus?
No, cab. And Monica insults her way to a head chef position, leaving Phoebe with a cab and a van to park in NYC.
Are you ready for some maladjusted content?
I am.
All right. So we watched 2 movies this week, and we'll briefly talk about them because the episode's going long.
Yeah.
But you asked me if I wanted to watch a movie called Strange Darling, and of course I'd never heard of it.
Right.
So I asked you if it was scary, and you were like, it's more of a thriller.
It's not a horror film. It's a thriller movie.
It was
about
good.
A serial killer.
It was good. And the was really good because you looked at me when I was like, what? Just do that. And you were like, pay attention. I was like, oh my God. And then we had to watch Flash Gordon because, one, we love that song. And two, that movie is banana crackers.
Right. I hadn't seen Flash Gordon in a while, and I've been waiting for it to show up streaming somewhere.
Yeah.
And it never did.
Nope.
So I was just like, it's part of this bundle on Fandango. I'm just going to buy the bundle and watch it. And because I hadn't seen it since I was a kid. And I was like, I remember it being Looney Tunes.
It was banana crackers. It was crazy. And the people that... I had no idea it was a football player. Like, I had no idea. It was just, it's a fun watch. If you want to watch something goofy and just make fun of it, it's a very fun watch.
Yeah, it's very silly. It's very entertaining.
Yes.
And it's one of those so you can go, you definitely go, I feel like there's scenes missing.
Yeah, like the plot.
They trimmed it down.
Makes no sense.
And everything's happening really
Birds
fast.
spelling out thank you. It was so weird. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's wrap this up because they've been listening for a long time.
Okay.
All right. So we're glad you stumbled across our podcast. And if you're enjoying it, please share it with other friends, fans.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe rate it and or leave a review.
And if you want to contribute your thoughts like Lucy and Eva, pick your favorite episode. Send us your musings and we'll share them on that episode. You can also write just to say hey.
Yeah, we'd like to hear from more of you misfits out there.
There's many ways to get a hold of us. You could start by emailing us at themaladjustedmisfits@gmail.com.
Or we're hosted on Buzzsprout. If you'd like to help us with costs, you can visit our page and click the donate button. You can also send us fan mail through Buzzsprout. Lots of ways to talk to us. And if you donate, email, or send us fan mail, and we'll give you a shout out on the show.
Absolutely. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram. You can follow the links in the show notes. The pages are called The One Where We Talk About Friends. And don't forget, we have a TeePublic store. And if you have a Friends shirt that you've always wanted, send us your idea. We made a Friends shirt for... it's Sandy.
Yeah.
Sandy D, and she bought it. She went online and bought it, so she got what she was looking for.
Tell them what it was?
Oh, she asked for a t-shirt that says, "This plane does not have a left phalange." So Adam made 2 versions of it, and they're both really funny. And we uploaded a couple other shirts. Just, that's the fun of having a t-shirt site, is you can make whatever you want.
Right.
So these are just our thoughts that we want on t-shirts.
Joe, you ready for a cup of coffee?
Always. Ew! Ew, 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 ew!